Hey guys, today I am drawing a girl with some braids who is holding some rock candy. And before I talk about this drawing at all, I do want to talk a little bit about my schedule because throughout October it's been pretty much non-existent. I thought at the beginning of October, I was so optimistic. I was like, oh yeah, I can do videos, I can do my comic, I can do Inktober, I can handle it all. Turns out I don't have that much time. So for October, I stuck with just my comic and just the Inktober, and I put videos on hold. But now I should be back on schedule, so that should work out just fine. Now I will talk about this drawing. The inspiration for this drawing was basically I saw this color palette and I wanted to make a person out of it. This whole illustration is pretty rough because I have been really out of digital painting. I haven't done it for a little over a month now, so it might take a little bit to get back into it, but it was definitely a lot of fun using the palette and stuff. I made sure to use references since I am pretty rusty, which I should be using references anyways, but I don't, but I should. So that was helpful. I used that reference for the rock candy, and I used a few other references for the other stuff. So I started out with that basic color palette and I just kind of threw the colors down and then I worked on it from there. It was a little bit tricky with this because I wanted to have obviously a difference in values, but I didn't want it to get super dark. So I kind of had to play with the hue change a little bit more to show more value difference without actually changing the value too much, and I think it worked out fine. When I use a normal color scheme, well, I don't really know what normal means, but it'll be fun to experiment more with the values. One thing I did want to mention is that next week I'm going to be starting a series. I don't know if you've seen, some artists on Instagram are doing this thing in November called Huevember, which is basically they use a color wheel like this one right there, and they do a drawing each day based around one of those colors, and they go in order around it or whatever. So I really want to try that, but I don't want to do it every day of November. I just want to have it as an ongoing set of videos, and it probably won't be every week I'll do that, but just if I need something to do and I don't have ideas. So actually, probably every week. I don't know, we'll see. I just really want to try it out. It looks like a lot of fun and seems interesting. One thing you might notice is that the colors for this drawing, they're all pastel, but they're also kind of subdued and gray looking. That's because on my new monitor that I just got, the colors appear very saturated, and then when I transfer it over to other screens, it looks really desaturated. So I'll just have to make adjustments, and it should be normal next week, and you'll have the actual colors that I was going for. Oh, I do want to mention that rock candy. I am happy with that rock candy. I decided, so first, you saw the reference before, I decided I just put in all the different shapes and then put different colors in. But then I got a little bit more experimental with the different colors I put in. I'd put light pinks even in the dark blue area. I actually really like how that turned out, and it kind of brought the picture together because it brings all the colors together. Yeah, here is the finished illustration. I'm really glad to be back making videos, and I will see you next week.